Psalm 35 says, let them continually say, let the Lord be magnified, who takes pleasure in the prosperity of his children. It's interesting that they were supposed to continually say this. You would think they could say it once, twice, that would be enough. But there's something powerful when you go through the day. Not talking about how big the problem is, how your back will probably never stop hurting, how you don't see how that child's going to turn around. Instead, you're saying, let God be magnified, who takes pleasure in prospering me, who takes pleasure in healing me, who takes pleasure in favoring me. Are you taking time to declare God's goodness over your life? Are you speaking victory over your future? It's not enough to do it every once in a while. It needs to become a habit where all through the day we're declaring that we're blessed, we're strong, we're healthy. When you wake up in the morning, Lord, thank you for another beautiful day. And Lord, thank you that something good is going to happen to me today. Thank you that your favor is surrounding me. Blessings are chasing me down. Angels are watching over me. That you being for me is more than the world being against me. That's setting your rudder in the right direction. You can't be silent and reach your potential. Nothing happens until you speak. Your words give life to your faith. Joshua said it this way, this book of the law, these promises shall not depart out of your mouth. You shall meditate on them day and night. Then you will prosper and have good success. It doesn't say they shouldn't depart out of your mind. If you think positive, you'll be fine. Not depart out of your eyes if you read it enough. It says they should not depart out of your mouth. If you'll keep speaking what God says about you, then you will have good success. Mark chapter 5, there was a lady that had been sick for 12 years and she'd spent all of her money going to different doctors, but still nothing had helped. One day she heard that Jesus was coming through town. The scripture says she kept saying to herself, when I get to Jesus, I will be made whole. In the midst of the sickness, she was prophesying health. All through the day, not just one time, but she kept saying over and over, healing is coming, restoration is coming, a breakthrough is coming. She saw Jesus, but it was very crowded. People were packed in all around him. She could have been discouraged, complained. Instead, she kept saying, this is my time. Things are about to change in my favor. As she kept speaking it, she got closer and closer. She finally reached out and touched Jesus' robe. Instantly, she was healed. But notice the principle. Whatever you're constantly saying, you're moving toward. If you're always saying, I'll never get out of debt, you're moving toward struggle, lack. If you're saying, my marriage is not going to last, we don't get along, you're moving toward separation, a breakup. If you're saying, I'll never get well, this sickness will be the end of me, you're moving toward defeat and mediocrity. But if you'll send your words out in a different direction, your life will go in a different direction. When you say, I am blessed, you're moving toward blessing. When you say, I have the favor of God, you're moving toward increase. When you say, I'm excited about my future, something good is going to happen to me, you're moving toward new opportunities, divine connections. Or when you say, I'm going to break this addiction. I am not going to live bound by this alcohol, by this anger, by this bad habit. When you say that, you're moving toward freedom, breakthroughs, victory. Pay attention to what you're saying. Your life is going in that direction.